You're live. It says you're live. I think I'm live now. I think I recorded the last video with the wrong microphone. I did not record it with this awesome. It is an awesome microphone. I'm super grateful for my friend Nick who told me about this microphone. I got it when COVID started. We're not going to this by the way, this is this an episode? This whole episode is not going to be about microphones. It's what did I call this? What's the title of this? My elbows are terrible. We're going to talk about my terrible elbows in the short time we have here. This is just a ruse to test this microphone. When COVID hit, I needed a microphone, and at the time, webcams and mics were like really hard to come by. If you remember the great webcam depression of 2020, in addition to all the other depressions, and so my friend Nick is a professional, extremely professional photo video person, and so he recommended this Audio Technica AT2020 mic, and it's the best. It's got these little dials on the sides to change the volume of what you hear, and then change the mix of your own voice as you hear it. So it's very easy for me to talk to it because I can hear myself talk, which is a lot of mics. I found a lot of headsets. You don't get that. I don't. There's probably a special name for that feature, but I really appreciate being able to hear the volume of my own voice. It's like one thing I miss about old telephones were like that, right? When you had the handset, you could hear yourself, and I don't know, I miss that. Maybe if you've never had one of those, you know what the hell I'm talking about. But okay, 2 minutes in, I probably won't go more than like 5 minutes on this. Anyway, no one's here because I don't promote this, and that's fine because we do know from the last experiment that this stuff gets saved. I don't know how long it gets saved for, but that's cool. So I think I just missed a cool influencer opportunity to put a promotional link to this microphone in this video. Maybe I should do that. Is that what the kids do? Should do that. Because you should get one of these if you can. It's on like this arm's nothing special. It's just something from Amazon, but this mic's really nice. So why are my elbows terrible? Good question. My elbows are terrible because I destroyed them training and karate training. Chris, that's a terrible story. You shouldn't do karate. Karate's dangerous. You know what's dangerous? Racing bicycles and getting 6 concussions. That's dangerous. And that is a whole, man, we should do a whole thing. We should talk about my terrible bike racing career and how I transitioned from trying to race up mountains on bicycles to this whole karate lifestyle that my daughter and I are presently and as far as I know, permanently engaged in. And oh man, where do you start with that? I don't know. We only have like another minute and 15 seconds before I said I was going to pull a cord on this thing. Wow, I missed my head spinning because I know when the kids put these together, they have all kinds of plans. They're like, I'm going to pump this thing up. I'm going to spend 10 minutes giving you the answer to a question that you'll probably just fast forward to the end to get. The internet is so bad now, guys. I don't want to contribute to that. I don't want to string you along the only reason why I'm doing this is because I understand now that there are people who want to just listen to people talk. And that's fine. I can appreciate that. And honestly, in some way, it's a little easier for me to not type everything out. Like I did a lot of blogging. If you read my terrible blog, and believe me, I won't link it because I'm borderline unimpressed with a lot of the early things that I used to write. I see this stuff. I see like, um, I see some of the. You know what it was? At first, it was just like I was doing a lot of commuting, so my blog was just kind of like a road rage diary for a long time, and it was rude. And then I started writing enthusiastically about racing bikes, and then I stopped. The last time I wrote anything substantive on my blog was years ago, a couple years ago. I don't say years ago. Years ago. When you say years ago, that means like 10 years ago. It was only like, oh boy, if I do the math, it's probably going to be longer than I think. It's probably like 5 years or something crazy, overwhelming to think about. I know where I was. I was at the Ice Weasels race, at the is it the Medfield State Hospital? That's where that was? Super super surreal, cool place to visit. Um, but okay, 6 minutes in, we didn't even get to any of the. We didn't even get to the part about why my elbows are terrible, except I told you why they're bad, and I didn't tell you how I'm fixing them. I'm fixing them with these cool stretchy things. Have you seen these things? I'll pump these up too. I'll put a link in for these things. These things are great. You stretch your feet, get them on there. They're not really on there right. You just get them on there. Get them on there. You put your fingers in here and you stretch slowly, like 3 seconds out, 3 seconds in. Keep your eyes on the fingers. You're getting very sleepy. These are fun. You just use these when you're on video on web meetings, and I mean, you could just something to do, and makes your forearms and wrists like really strong, which is a big problem I have, because I really blasted my wrist too. I won't admit to myself that it's like carpal tunnel. I think it's from just doing too many really really crappy push-ups. Um, I don't mean like push it. Can I get it? You can see what I'm doing. Not that push-ups they're the best exercise on the planet, and I love them to death. But I did so many push-ups with bad form that I think I messed up my wrist. And then we went through this whole cycle um, in karate, um, where we were running. One of the black belt techniques of last cycle was very heavy, very heavy on the wrist. And as it turns out, this current cycle that we just came into is also very heavy on the wrists, because we're doing gun defense, and as it turns out, you're trying to take control of a firearm. The assailant's wrist is involved. So anyway, oh yeah, these I also got these like kind of donuts that you just kind of do this number with, like real slow. This is the super easy one. And then they have like really really hard ones. Like this one's like, what does it say? It says 50 pounds. This takes like 50 pounds of pressure to squeeze this thing, and you just kind of go super slow. This one's not. I don't think it's that bad. But if you do a bunch of them, which is the intent, really slowly, it's really supposed to. So between the getting your wrist fingers out and getting them in, it's supposed to really help out. Anyway, okay, way over 5 minutes. I think I got this squared away. I'm gonna figure out if I need that stupid fancy pop filter thing on here. I don't know. We will know in a few minutes when I review this. Okay. Thanks for shopping. See you later.